Hi there again guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week I thought I would do a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me, and let you know what I'm going to do with my channel moving forward, and hopefully you will like some of the ideas that I've got and some of the things that are going on in my life and in the world of Claire basically. So grab yourself a drink, I've got a little bit of hot water and lemon here, and let's jump right into it. I'm going to clip my hair back, do my eyebrows, and then I will be back, but all the products that I'm going to use I will list down below. So that is my eyebrows done and carved out. So what is going on with me? Well, I have recently lost my job. Now I'm not that sad about it, I've got to be honest, because I wasn't feeling the job. It wasn't the right environment for me. It was administration, which I've done for years and years and years, but it just didn't feel right. It was a new position because I was made redundant in March of last year and started this position in June. I would have started it in the April, but with everything that was going on I was just unable to start until the June when it was a bit more safe to do so. And it very quickly became clear that this role and this organisation just was not for me at all. I'm not entirely sure why. The work environment was okay, but it was slowly becoming a little bit toxic, which I don't like. I don't like a toxic work environment. I mean, you're always going to get office politics no matter where you work. I didn't like it. I felt it was becoming very toxic, and it's just not good. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for anything that's going on in the world. I didn't like the job. It was getting me down. I was dreading going to work because I just didn't like it, and nobody should ever feel like that at all. So yeah, and obviously it's a difficult time to now find employment. You know, there's so many companies and so many people that are losing jobs and losing positions through no fault of their own. Now, what am I going to do now? I've always worked full-time, even after having my son. So I now think it is time to be part-time. You know, he needs me here a bit more. He's going to be behind in school without a doubt, like many children are. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's going to be behind. You know, he's got me homeschooling him. I have to Google half the stuff, and he's 6. I have to Google what's going on. You know, what is a commutative sum or whatever it is. That was one of the last things I had to Google. Like, oh my god, I don't know how these parents are doing it with lots of children all at different ages, and god, I take my hats off to you, because I could not do that at all. I don't know what kind of look I'm going for here, but it's going to be pink obviously. So yeah, so that was that. So I'm thinking, what can I do? I do want to work. I can't ever not work, so I'm looking for something that is probably more part-time and more suits Matthew's, who's my little boy, his schooling and whatnot. But obviously it's, you know, I've become unemployed at a time where there's a lot of unemployed, so even just finding more work is difficult. So obviously I'm going to concentrate more on YouTube, hopefully. And what I thought I would do is, has anybody watched Bailey Sarian? I think it's Bailey Sarian. Please tell me if I said that wrong, and I don't want to offend anybody. I've been watching her. She's just an absolute queen. Makeup is amazing, but she does like a storytelling along with her makeup, and I just find it fascinating. I can just have her on as like a podcast and just listen to what she's saying, or I can watch her. I actually watch her videos a couple of times to watch what she's done with her makeup, and also to listen to what her story, because I just think this is really good. I love them. They're just really good. So she does like murder mystery. Now she's got the market cornered on that. She's absolutely amazing at it, and I wouldn't want to copy somebody. I thought, what interests me? What could I do while I'm doing my makeup? What could I talk about? Because what I don't want to do is continue to just buy lots and lots of makeup and keep reviewing it. When I've got a lot of makeup here, you know, I don't want to sell it. You know, I like having a lot of makeup. I like adding to my collection. I don't want to sell any of it like some people do. I just don't want to continue to just add to it to do a video every week. It just seems a little bit frivolous. especially when you're not working. So what I thought I would do is like maybe every month I thought I would do like a what interests me, like urban legends and things like that. Really like, you know, like the origin of an urban legend, and not so much scary, maybe scary, I don't know. So I thought I would do like a origin of an urban legend, where the story maybe came from, whether it's, you know, true, whether there's been actual reports of things happening. So I thought I would do that, because then I've been looking at some, and some of them are like, whoa, you know, could that really happen? So yeah, I thought I would do like a little bit of a talky type video that way. If anybody is completely uninterested in that and thinks it's an absolutely horrendous idea, please let me know. But I did think that, you know, I would just give it a go, see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Nobody watches and I just don't do anymore. You know, that's the worst that could happen, isn't it? So yeah, I thought I would do like an extra video a month, which I have got quite a few new products, which is another reason I don't want to continue to buy to review. And I've got makeup that I love playing with all the time, so why not film a little talky video and talk through it, and maybe do some more like tutorials of how I've done things and how I've created a look, and talk you through how I've done it, rather than just kind of like reviewing the products. So another thing I actually started doing was I want to be more creative in anything that I do. You know, I do like doing administration. I like being organised, having a bit of a tidy mind, but I also want to be creative at the same time. So I also decided to kind of create an Etsy shop with like vinyl decals and like some handmade products that I could sell. So, you know, like printed t-shirts and things like that. I actually printed this t-shirt, get up and tell you, which is a Be Happy t-shirt, because, you know, we all need to be happy, don't we? We all need to just own what we've got and just roll with it. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be positive and create something that works for me and my life, and be creative at the same time. So I thought I'd sell things like key rings, mugs, wine glasses, champagne flutes, transfers, all sorts of stuff. So my Etsy shop is just going to be selling all sorts of handmade products, whatever's in my head and I can create on a t-shirt or a mug or anything like that. That's what's going to go. So I will link my shop down below if anybody wants to support, even if it's just a visit and it's not actually purchasing anything, then that would be brilliant. I'm thinking of actually putting some stickers on there as well. I think that would be really, really good, because stickers are just like the new crack, aren't they? Everybody wants stickers these days. So why am I doing it? One, it's obviously harder to find employment at the moment with everything that's going on in the world. Everything's just temporary employment, and although fine with temporary employment, it is temporary, so I want something that's a little bit more sustainable, and I am very lucky in I've got the option to do this, to be a bit more creative, you know. And it could be a case of, you know, why are you doing it when there's so many more people out there doing it as well? But there's room for everybody. It's a growing market, anything like this. You know, Etsy shops, there's just loads of them, and each one is unique in its own way. I have no idea why I've done a wing. I'm really crap at doing wings on myself. It's because I've got hooded eyes, but we'll carry on with it. We'll keep going. You know, there is a lot of people doing it, but, you know, they'll do their thing, I'll do my thing, and people will like what they like, and people will buy what they like. So, you know, I'm in a really good position where I can give it a go, so why shouldn't I? Oh my god, it's like the case of missing eyeliner. Don't you hate it when you put something down and you just cannot find it again? It's like, it just like disappears, just goes God knows where. So, liner's done. I look a little bit weird. I don't know if I like this look. Don't really know where I'm going with it. I don't know if I'm going like a spring 60s type of look or what, I don't know. Let's see what it looks like with lashes and the rest of the face done. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm at the moment with my life, with my Etsy shop, all of that type of thing. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I am in a very, very privileged position where I can make the decision to maybe try and start my own business. You know, I am still looking for work, albeit, you know, part-time. I don't want to be working 40-50 hours a week, commuting for an hour and a half, and then working 8 hours and then an hour and a half back, which is something I've always done in the past, even with my son when he was a little baby, and it's just gotten to the point where it's a bit much now. And you know, me and my husband, we've worked hard for years and years and years, and now we are privileged to be able to say, you know, you can work part-time if you want to work part-time, if you find the right job for you. I don't want to just jump out of the frying pan into the fire and be in another job where I'm unhappy. I have worked in positions where I've been unhappy in the past, and it just doesn't work out. It's just not right for you. It's not good for you. You know, we shouldn't do it. If we're unhappy in a job, I'm not saying leave your job and find something else straight away, because you know, we've all got bills to pay, but you know, try and find something that's better suited to you. You know, whether it's different hours, closer to home. Everyone wants more pay, that goes without saying. And it is difficult when you've got children. You know, you've got to think of them, they are the priority. That you've got to think of their well-being above everything else, which is what I've always tried to do with my son in the past. And now working full-time isn't working for us as a family anymore. You know, in the past it has, but it's just not now. He just, with everything that's going on in the world, he just needs me here. He's just, I feel like he's so anxious all the time. And pop a comment down below if any of your children are like this, but he's just randomly burst into tears, and it just say it's just never going to be the same again. And you try and reassure him that it will do, but you're not sure it will. You know, it's true. How do we say to these children, oh, it's all going to be okay, when we don't know the answer to that? You know, I've always tried to be someone that's very honest with my child, to a point. I'm not, you know, too honest, but I don't want to lie to him either. It may never be the same again. Obviously I don't say that to him. I tell him it's all going to be okay, but is it going to be okay for him? I don't know. I know he needs to go back to school. He needs to socialise with people his own age, because the lack of socialisation is something that is really, really I feel affecting him quite greatly. Whether it's because he's an only child, I don't know, because obviously he's got me and his dad. I'm 41, his dad's 41, he's 6. He wants to play with other 6-year-olds, and he can't do that right now. And so that is another reason why I do feel like I need to be at home a little bit more, because he is suffering in that way, and I don't just want to go back to work full time and then him being after school clubs and stuff like that. And because he hates after school as well, he hates it with a passion, you know. And before anyone says we'll take him for a walk, we've been for a walk. He is, red mark on there, he's so fed up of going for a walk. It's untrue. If I actually say to him now, come on son, should we go out for a walk, it's like, no, it's boring, I don't want to do it anymore, I want to go and do something else. You know, we go out on his bike, go out on his scooter, all that type of thing, but even that is boring to him now. It's some of the things that he used to enjoy are now boring because they're so repetitive. And you know, and as adults we try and cope with these things, and you've got a little tiny 6-year-old, and they just can't find them in their head. They don't understand. You know, he doesn't understand that this is just the way it has to be for the foreseeable. I mean, hopefully with the rollout of the vaccination programme, it's going to be a bit better for him. Who knows? I've gone off on a tangent there, haven't I? I was talking about Monday in my life, talking about my son's mental health, but it has affected us all. You know, so this is another reason I've started my Etsy shop, and I want it to be a success. You know, I don't have to be the next Dragon's Den entrepreneur. Ooh, that sounded a bit just, you know, enough to keep me and my little family going. And if it's something that can fit better around my life, so be it. It could all fail. I'm trying to be positive and say, well, I'm going to give it a good bloody go and see where we go, where we get to. I'm hoping it's a good place, and it's going to be worth all of the hard work. When I put little man to bed, and then I'm there making vinyls and taking pictures and putting things on the Etsy shop. It's actually called Crafty Studio Give. I don't know, I'm not sure about the name. It took me a while to come up with it. I wanted something that had a K in it because my last name is K, and you know, I wanted something that didn't just incorporate just my name, you know, K Studio. I wanted it to be a bit crafty, you know, but like a little gift shop where you go and little wrap-ups and little bits and little, you know, things for Mother's Day and Easter and all things like that. I mean, for Valentine's Day, I put some little hampers together for my husband and my son and put their names on the front and just put all the things that they really like inside them, and decaled up like some gin glasses for my husband because he likes a gin these days, and a little like a Starbucks style cup that like has like confetti in it and it changes colour when you put cold water in it for my son. Put Matthew on that, and they loved it. So, you know, if they love it, then why shouldn't anybody else love the little things that I make? Because people can make their own hampers up and buy the things and put them in there. It's absolutely fine. Does anybody know any like good channels to watch, like any good crafts channels or anything like that? I've discovered a couple, and obviously I'm thoroughly watching them along with my makeup channels that I watch as well. Again, it's something that's always done at night while little man's in bed, but that's what it's like to be a parent. Yeah, so the name Crafty Studio gives, it was kind of like a joint effort between me, my husband and my son, what to come up with, and my son's absolutely loving all the stuff that I'm making, and every time I buy some water bottles or anything, he's always like, can I have one? Like, mate, meant to be selling these, not meant to be just making them all for you. But it's good that, you know, they're really, really supportive in that way. I made my husband I bought the t-shirt and printed it. See, I say I make the t-shirts, but I don't make the t-shirts, I print the t-shirts. I printed him one for Valentine's Day that says, my wife isn't fragile like a flower, she's fragile like a bomb, which he thought was just like the funniest thing he'd ever heard, because he's like, that's so spot on, that is just so you. So I'm hoping the next video I have out will be like a review of some of the new in makeup that I've got. I say new and it's not new, it's new to me. I've got loads of palettes that I got for Christmas. I've got the NARS foundation that I got for my birthday. I've got the Cinderella Makeup Revolution palette that I bought when it first came out that I've not even had a chance to try yet. So all these people that get like 3 and 4 videos out a week, I don't know how they do it. I think they're just amazing. I need to organise my time better, I really, really do. But my son is so like, he's a handful, he's really giddy all the time, he's really talkative all the time, and I think because he's only him, it's, you know, he can't go and play with his friends, it's difficult. So, you know, I'm playing with him all the time, colouring in, doing crafts and just all sorts, and I've got to be honest, I have procrastinated for a little bit as well, and you know, that's not good for anyone either. But, you know, I want to bounce back, and I think I don't think I've procrastinated or not had any motivation because of not having a job. I think it's because of the situation that we're all in, that everybody's in, not just me, and it is quite demotivating. You know, there's things that I could be doing and I'm just not doing them because I've not got the motivation to. You know, put a comment down below if anybody else is like the same. They're just like, do you know what I mean? Just like really, really demotivated and deflated with just everything. And, you know, I'm lucky. I'm a lucky person. You know, and I am really lucky that, you know, my husband and my son are absolutely fine. They have been fine, and hopefully they will continue to be fine. You know, I really, really do need to step away from this eyeliner now. This winged liner, I keep like going into it and just making it worse. I don't know why I even attempt to do winged liner on myself. It's just... So anyway, I am very, very lucky that my husband and my son are absolutely fine. You know, it's just, I just can't even talk about it if anything happened to them. It's just, they're just my life, and I just need to be with my son more. And I know I'm with him now, and I know I'm with him every day, but it's not the same. You know, there's a huge difference between quantity of time and quality of time. You know, and this is just sheer quantity of time. There's no fun things to do, and the fun things that we would usually do on rainy days, bad weather or whatnot, with completely and utterly exhausted, he doesn't want to do them anymore. He has had enough of them. To be honest with you, so have I. I've had enough of these things now. I don't want to do them anymore. I don't want to go to any more walks, and I don't want to just do all the crap that we have been doing, because I'm fed up with it. I want to do something different. I want to, you know, usually if it was like a bit of a snowy day, we would have a nice walk. We'd walk through to the local like pub or cafe, and we'd get a hot chocolate, or I'd get a brew or something like that. We can't do that. We go for a walk, we come home. We don't see anybody else. He doesn't see his friends, and it is not nice, and I've gone off on this again, so I need to shut up about it now. But yeah, I am lucky that I can do this, and I can set up a little Etsy shop and I can do something that I would, or I can attempt to do something that I feel like I'm gonna love, and it's gonna sustain me, hopefully financially and mentally. I'm not happy with this with liner, but I'm just gonna have to live with it, aren't I? I'm just gonna give this a little go here. I've not done this before, but screw it. Yeah, so, you know, I am in such a privileged position that way. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination, you know, well off, but I'm comfortable enough to try new things, and I don't want to sound braggy while I'm saying that. And because, you know, I'm 41, I'm not 20 something and just starting out in life and my journey, or just finished uni or whatnot. You know, I've worked 20 odd years. I've worked since I was 16 and I'm 41. 25 years of work. God, I sound old, don't I? I am old, I'm just gonna own that. So yeah, this is kind of why I'm in a position where I can do that. If this was, you know, even just a few years ago, when Matthew wasn't in school and we were having to pay for nurseries and things like that, I wouldn't have been able to do it. It wouldn't have been an option then. But you know, he's in full-time school now, or will be when they open. So I am very privileged indeed in that respect. You know, I'm kind of loving this look. I'm just not loving the winged liner because I can't do that on myself. I can do it on other people, I just can't do it on myself. So comment down below if anything has affected you in what you're going to do to earn money, to earn a living basically, during lockdown, during pandemic, because I know that a lot of people have been made redundant, and a lot of companies have suffered greatly, you know, through no major fault of their own. But we have to carry on, don't we? It's just, let's carry on for our kids, our families, and just live our lives. You know, I do say it is getting to my son, I've got to say it's getting to me now as well, but we have to carry on for them, don't we? You know, we need to look at, or I need to look at, though, you know, I am lucky, I'm privileged, I'm a privileged person. You know, I am lucky, you know, I've worked hard though. It's not all been handed to me on a silver platter. But I hope everybody out there is safe and well, and that the families are safe and well, and that it comes to an end soon. You know, this was meant to be like a bit of a fun upbeat chit chat, get ready with me, and I feel like it's turned into just me having a moan about the pandemic. But if you want to moan to me, if you want to put a comment down below and have a little moan, then you go for it. Because as positive as everybody wants to be all the time, we are going to have our down days. We are only human after all. So I'm going to stop talking about that now anyway, because I'm depressed myself and I want to be an upbeat person. I want to match my makeup. But yeah, if you do want to check out my Etsy shop, it's Crafty Studio Gifts, and I am going to link it down below. So even just a visit, you don't need to purchase anything. I've got some key rings on there and some glassware, moments, some t-shirt. I've got my Be Happy t-shirts on there. Should we do that again? Be happy? Loving it, because that's what we should be. We should be happy, we should be thankful, we should be grateful. And also, don't forget, coming soon will be my more chatty videos, more just doing my makeup and chatting to you guys, because, you know, I don't have a lot of access to the outside world now, so it's all about you. Just talking and doing my makeup and not just talking about the products. Let's say urban legends, and I have been looking at a few, and you think an urban legend's just a made up story, and some of them do have some truth to them. I mean, these obviously like fairies and things like that, but urban legends that way. But another Loch Ness monster, you know, they've got to be made up. I've not really looked into those ones yet. Some of the other ones, some of them do have some truth, and they've just been exaggerated, and it's like an extreme form of Chinese whispers, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on investigating the one I've got, carry on looking into it and doing a bit of research, and then hopefully in March I will have a video filmed and be able to just talk to you guys, just talk to you about it. If you don't like the idea, just let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and then if you don't like it, let me know and I won't do it again. I'm kind of loving this look now. I feel like it's very spring 60s. You know where I think I've got this from? I did see a Peaches and Cream live on Instagram, and I think it's literally that look. So thank you, Peaches and Cream, for the inspiration. This is another thing that I really need to, need to like concentrate on my socials a bit more as well. But it's hard, I don't want to ignore my son. And I'm filming today, and his dad has finally got him to get out of the house, and they've gone to the bike park where they can just play on bikes and just be boys. Yeah, things that I'm not allowed to do get told off for doing them. Mum, you can't do that, you're a girl. The girls can do just as much as boys can. I need to teach you this, son. So I was so organised at the beginning of the year. I'm filming this video now to be up next week, but at the beginning of the year I had so many like pre-filmed videos, and now I don't. Is it New Year's resolutions? Is it New Year's intentions to be more organised, and then it happens for a month and then stops? Has anybody started a new hobby that could be turned into a business? Because that's kind of just what I've gone for. I wouldn't say I'm a wholly creative person. I do like to consider myself to be quite creative and be able to, you know, do things like that. So it's kind of what I want to turn into a workable business, and I just want to go for it. Anybody else out there that's taken the plunge, then good luck, really good luck, and I mean that. First lockdown back in March 2020, it seems like so long ago now, I started my YouTube channel, and I've got my little following now, and I'm so proud of it. I'd like for it to continue to grow, and hopefully it will continue to grow, and you know, I can continue to have my little YouTube family and you guys to talk to about these things and a little chat with. I know I'm just talking to a camera, but I do feel like I am talking to you. It is strange, it's very strange, but you know what I mean. If you don't, I'm sorry. Yeah, anyone that's started anything new, taken the plunge with anything, then let me know in the comments down below. I am going to do more of these videos where I'm just talking. I will list all the makeup that I've used down below, but I am going to do more where I'm just talking to you guys and just getting stuff off my chest and telling urban legend stories, which is something that I really like. And my next video will be a review of some makeup. I hope you really enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff, because it really does help me out and it helps my channel grow. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.